My dear friends, wanted to know the differences between EEMUA 191 and ISA 18.2? If yes, this video is for you. Welcome to BSpice. This is Rambala with you. So in this session, we'll talk about the differences between EEMUA 191 versus ISA 18.2. Both are used for alarm management, right? Okay, let's get on with the details. Let's focus on EEMUA 191 overview. In fact, if you're a first-time viewer, friends, we have already uploaded a detailed video on this alarm philosophy in our BSpace channel. If you're interested, you can watch. This is, to give you a very short notes and, crispy notes to for you to meet the challenges during the discussion or interview. Okay, so let's get on with the details. So EEMUA stands for Engineering Equipment and Material Users Association 191. Okay, so this is not a formal standard. That's the point you need to take. It's a guideline, but very good. I'll come to that later. Okay, and it's a UK base, first published in 1999. Okay, then the focus. EAMUA 191 focus on practical guidance. That is the point. Practical guidance. Even though it's not a formal standard, it gives a practical guidance on how to design and manage alarm system. It emphasizes operator usability. So that is the point, and human factors, very important. After all, we have to, meet the site's expectation and site scenario, isn't it? Yes. So it provides a detailed recommendation on alarm rates, priorities, and performance metrics. Very important. So this is about the focus. Then what are the strength? Yes, highly practical. That's a point. Highly practical and user focused. Widely adopted in Europe and Middle East. That is the another point. Offers specific performance benchmarks. Okay, these are the some of the strength. Okay, then we have limitations as well. Yes, it's not a formal standard, so it may lack regulatory weight. Less structured in terms of life cycle stages, whereas in ISA 18.2 the life cycle stages has been given prominence. That is the point. Okay, so that's all about EEMUA 191 overview. Now we go to ISA 18.2 overview. Yes, this actually ISA 18.2 management of alarm system for process industries. Of course, this is a formal standard. It's developed by ISA, USA. Okay. Now let's focus on the focus. It defines a complete alarm management life cycle. So that is the point. So you may ask, what are all those cycles, right? Yes, right from philosophy, identification, rationalization, design, implementation, operation, maintenance, monitoring, management of change and audit. All these aspects has been taken care. Okay. Aligns closely with IEC 62682. Okay, so that's the focus. Then let's see the strength. Yes, life cycle based approach provides a structured framework supported by multiple technical reports that explain how in detail. Okay, recognized by regulatory bodies and often required in compliance audits. Okay, then limitation. Yeah, this more abstract in some areas, meaning the information are scattered here and there. So it relies on supplemental documents for implementation. Of course, this requires more resources to fully implement. So that's about the limitation of this. I hope you got some insights on the differences between EEMUA 191 and ISA 18.2. Now we'll go to the climax. I have categorized 4 items, in fact, 5 items: type, structure, focus, regulatory use, and region. So it's basically the sum of what we had discussed earlier. EEMUA. Yeah, it's a guideline, right? It's not a standard, whereas ISA 18.2 is a formal standard. The structure, it's more on practical recommendation, whereas ISA 18.2 based on life cycle based framework. And the focus is more on operator usability and alarm rates, whereas ISA 18.2 focus on the full alarm cycle, life cycle, right? Regulator use, yeah, it's an informal best practice, okay, and this is, ISA 18.2 often required for compliance and predominantly used in Europe and Middle East. Okay, I think this is a typo error, sorry, Middle East and North America global, ISA 18.2. That's about this, friends. Thank you for watching and keep supporting, friends. See you in another interesting video. Thank you. Take care. Bye bye.